I envisioned it as we would do this thing and it'd be better. I didn't envision it as fundamentally changing the way I think about biology. Mike Roberts and I, a former colleague in the biology department, noticed that it felt that we were doing a really good job teaching the different parts of biology. That is, how this organism was different than that organism, or how this cell was different from that cell. But that students weren't getting a feel for the unity of biology. We would ask our students questions in exams, oral exams, and about two different kinds of cell types, and they didn't understand, because we had not taught them well enough, that these two different cell types, which are seemingly quite different, are in fact evolutionarily related to each other, as everything on the planet is. And in fact, the ways in which those two very different looking cell types are similar are much greater than the ways in which they're different. Our class, Introductory Biology, is comprised of a really wide range of students in terms of their preparation, in terms of their goals, and in terms of, well, what they bring to the class in terms of energy. And so the way we were teaching it before felt like really reinforcing the stereotype of memorization, which is the reason why many people get turned off to science in the first place. So we also wanted to create a format for delivering the course that would follow more of a narrative, that was telling a story. And so the story we decided to tell that would satisfy these two goals is the story of evolution on planet Earth. So we start our biology class with 4.6 billion years ago, when the Earth formed, and we move forward from then to discuss how the first cells came to be, cells that don't even exist anymore because they've become extinct, but have been replaced by what we would all call bacterial cells. And then how those cells gave rise to what we'd call eukaryotic cells. That's a big long word that basically means the cells that are in plants and animals. Then from there, we move forward into multicellular organisms, plants, animals, fungi, and how they diversified. What basically is happening is we are helping them to understand through this story that every step along this way is in fact an outcome of steps before. Whenever you're talking about any structure or any organism, you can find its ancestors embedded in it. This class handles like half of the incoming class. So incoming first year class. So it's a big deal and you want to get it right. And so we spent a lot of time thinking about how to make it as good as we can. And so yeah, it's been a developing thing. The credit goes to my department because it is a very difficult thing to take a course that basically 7 people are teaching in. They've all taught for years, and to say to them, okay, we're going to do it all different. But they did.